Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, and aliens of all universes, welcome to the North Carolina Tar Heels Live podcast. I am one of your hosts with the most, captain of the Hooligan Express, Tornado McCray, himself, known as My McCray in some circles, but you know how that goes. And that gentleman over there is my co-host. Say hi to the people, Big Pimpin'.
Hello. Thank you for coming to another North Carolina Live. It is I, Ricebox 26, and we are here to entertain you with stuff about a team doing a thing.
Never gets old, does it?
Not really.
It never gets old to you, does it? Oh, Lord. Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, like I said, we got some stuff on the docket, man. Some highs, some lows, some things that can flow, and everything under the bridge, as we know. But we're going to start off today with a little bit of sad news, a little bit of sad music, because I was low-key looking forward to this series. But the home and home series with the South Carolina Gamecocks has been officially canceled. That makes me sad. I ain't even gonna lie. Where my sad music? Where it at? 3.
Yeah.
Actually, it wasn't that one. There it is. That's the one I wanted. I just can't. I simply can't. I simply can't.
I just can't.
I simply can't do this no more, man. Because I'm sitting here just crying tears because I want us to beat the Gamecocks so bad. And I want us to destroy them. Anytime the Gamecocks lose, I relish in victory. But it's okay. It is what it is. And the reason being, here's why. Apparently, because in the last year, the SEC and the ACC announced their 9-game conference schedules, apparently that resulted in some conflicting issues for both South Carolina and North Carolina. And they mutually agreed to part ways. That way, neither school would have to pay the $500,000 cancellation fee. So they basically leave it to billion-dollar schools finding a way to save money still. Be like, $500,000? How much we generate? $3.6 billion. Ooh, that hurt our pockets. No, it didn't. $500,000 ain't hurt none of y'all pockets. That ain't hurt not one person's pocket in that committee. But it is what it is. And South Carolina has already announced that they're going to replace the 2028 game with Bowling Green. So, hey, shout out to Bowling Green. They getting their replacement, get their money up, get that $500,000 to take an L. Do your thing, man. But
I guess so.
I mean, I'm a little sad about it though. I was actually looking forward to that game. And the rumor had it originally, apparently the rumor was that North Carolina still wanted to play, but South Carolina was the one that originally canceled. But then I think South Carolina tried to spin the narrative like, no, North Carolina canceled first. And I'm like,
whatever.
I could believe the South Carolina Gamecocks canceling first. Is that bias? Possibly. Am I a hater? Maybe. But do I still think it's true? Absolutely. You seem distraught, sir. What's going on your end?
Oh, nothing.
Oh, God.
Getting the game together.
Oh. This man's just, I'm gonna say he's just getting the game together, lies and such. Oh, speaking of, before we even get into it any further, because I forgot to do it in the intro, ladies and gentlemen, please make sure, I know we already done mentioned the first subject of the night, but please make sure to join us live every Tuesday, 9:15 Eastern Standard Time, right here on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, all the places. And make sure you can also listen to us on Spotify, Anchor, and all those places as well. So you can get some content. You might not want to see my ugly face. You might like his. I know I'm ugly. I'm skinny. I'm ugly handsome. There it is. But you can join us live here, man, to get your Tar Heel content up and see what we got going on over here. And we got 11 people in here today. Word. I don't know if they're watching us or if they're just like, we just stumbled in here and they haven't changed. They haven't scrolled past us yet. Either way, I'm cool with it. What do you think it is?
I look at it like this. It's like, even if I'm background noise, I'm here.
I'm like,
you tuned in. That's all that matters.
I'm like the turtle in the fish tank you got. Like, you don't notice I'm there, but you know I'm there. This, like, turtle just be doing his own thing. Ain't bothering nobody. But you know he's back there somewhere. He's in the tank, though. Like, he ain't causing no issues.
I mean, true.
He ain't causing no issues. They doing no thing. But moving on to another thing that I do want to talk about, and I think you'll enjoy this, bro. So apparently, and I didn't realize this in our last episode, and we could have talked about this, but the football team has started to drop a video series called The Process on YouTube, on the North Carolina YouTube page.
Are we testing it?
Honestly, I watched a good amount of it today of episode 2 because they dropped episode 1 2 weeks ago and episode 2 within this last week. And I thought it was really cool. I thought it was a nice little deep diving and things of that nature. It was about 20 minutes long. And the video series, it provides basically a behind-the-scenes look at the program during the offseason and through spring practice. And this episode, it was highlighting transfer report, like the main 3 subjects, the dudes that were talking the most, at least from the first like good amount of the video I saw, were our transfer portal acquisitions in Jordan Washington from Texas, Andrew Threet from Charleston Southern, and Donovan Hoylett Jr. from Richmond. And given their takes on what their experience is like since they've transferred in, given that transfer portal, like, hey, here, me coming in, here's my perspective on the environment. One of the first things they did say is they feel when they came in, everybody was like, it was a professional environment. It felt very professional. Everybody was on what they had to do, handling business from the players to the staff to the cooks, the trainers. Like, it felt very professional from start to finish. And it got that very professional environment. He's like, I would assume this is how it is in the NFL because this is different from my last college and my last school. And I kind of like the fact that they also explained why they came here. Because for Jordan Washington, he said he came here, he was looking for a new opportunity to grow and be a new opportunity to grow and be a part of something nice because he came from Texas. So you already know, oh, you're going to a big school. You're already there. Like, why would you leave and go to a quote unquote smaller version? And it was to grow, but also be a part of this and do what he wants to do. Andrew Threet, he said he left Charleston Southern because he wanted to play on a bigger stage. And it's Belichick. He's like, he wanted to play on a bigger stage. It's Belichick. He said, why not? He's like, I just took a chance on myself and just said, let's go. And Donovan Hoylett, he was kind of in that similar boat. He's like, is Coach Belichick, that's 8 Super Bowls. I want to be the best. If I want to be there, like, it makes sense for me to go and to be the best at what I can do. And then another thing that they brought up was the connection. So Andrew Threet really said this. He's like, when I got here, I was surprised by how close everybody was and how open everybody was in bringing him into the program, even as a transfer in. It's like, it seems like everybody has a real close connection, players to players. Everybody's like super tight knit. And it was a little bit different, but I liked it. And part of me was going to be like, well, maybe it's that Southern charm. But then I'm like, I can't even say that because Hoylett was in Richmond and Washington was in Texas. And Threet was at Charleston Southern in Charleston, South Carolina. So it's not like they weren't exposed to Southern charm. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because that's actually a very big upside that we have being where we are.
Oh, they were saying
because Southern hospitality is just ingrained in the culture.
And the thing about it was, he was saying like, bro, the connections there. I was Hoylett was like, man, I remember storming the streets on 4th Street when UNC beat Duke on that buzzer beater, and just being a part of the culture and everybody feeling so connected. I did it with the teammates, and it's just ingrained with everybody here, and I like that. And the third point they put in was they were saying everybody here has a goal in mind, because they even started the video where Belichick's like, you got a goal in mind. He's like, I don't know what you think your goal is or what your goal is. I could tell you what it should be. And basically they were saying everybody here, when you're working and you're putting in this work, you have that goal in mind of what you're trying to do. You're not just coming in here just freelance working and going through the motions. You're doing this because you have a set thing you're trying to accomplish. You know? And fourth highlight and point they talked about conditioning. Apparently them boys been running a lot. So all of them said they have ran the absolute most they have ever run. And even Jordan Washington, coming from Texas, said Texas didn't run this much.
So you know what that sounds like?
What?
He's putting them through what they used to go through with the Patriots training camp. Remember old buddy on the Raw Room was talking about it?
Oh, yeah.
They had to run 300s at the end of practice.
Oh, I got one better. They call them, so apparently they call these things bouts. They like, yo, it's bout day. Bout day. So even the company's like, yo, what's bout day? He's
about to die.
he's like, what's bout day? He's like, oh, bout? He's like, man. So apparently a bout for them, or what a bout is, from what I saw in the video, you have 2 minutes to where you are running the full field. It looks like the full field down and back, like the full time, the whole 2 minutes. And your whole purpose is to beat a distance. Like, you're not even doing this against, like, you're just trying to get to this distance or whatever. And they were saying, bro, that dude said bouts are nightmare hell. He's like, I'm afraid of these.
His buddy was talking. Because buddy was talking about that. They said that's all. Like at the end of practice, because the story went like this: they were running, they were doing their hundreds, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it was Mike Bennett and Tom Brady were basically like hooked on each other, running them. You know, Brady's talking about like, we got this, buddy. Come on, we can make it. Get to the end of it. They say Bennett falls out. Like he gets a whole body cramp on the floor. And he's like, yo, you need his help up? He's like, nah. So he's like army crawling to the trainer's room. They're like, yo, you need help up? He's like, nah, they need to see what they did to me. And I looked at it, I'm like, you know what? He ain't wrong.
Hey, you gonna see what you did to me today.
You gonna see what your nonsense caused me to do. Look at me. I'm crawling, man.
I'm a grown man.
I'm a grown man. Oh, yeah, nah. This is going to be an interesting game today.
But nah, bro. So they were talking about the bouts, and I was like, bro, those sound crazy. And then they also said dining and nutrition is like more catered to health and being very hands-on and active with the players. Like they're very adamant, very active. Hey, they get their own dining facility. Like what Hoylett was saying, he's like, it's kind of crazy because I'm so used to like just us eating in the dining hall, but it's awesome that we have our own dining facility. And bro, this is one of the reasons I remember getting exposed to this just a little bit at Charleston Southern myself and didn't think this was really a thing like that. Them dudes had fresh, I'm talking fresh lobster, fresh steak, fresh cut fish. Like, when I'm saying it was grade A marble beef and that, I'm like,
oh, bro. Did you see? So somebody did a tour of like Florida's facilities recently. Bro, They got a VR studio. They got salt bath. They got like the little float tanks. They got sleep tanks.
Bruh.
They have a whole dining area where you can go onto an app and order what you want, and you just go and just pick it up. In their own dining facilities. They got a game room. Like when I tell you, I was like, you know what? As much as I don't enjoy Florida, I go to Florida for this.
Oh, bro, listen. If there's one thing I would go, if I could go back to CSU, even CSU or any other college, if I could go back, I would have walked on to the easier sport sooner because I wouldn't have been eating ramen as much. I would have been struggling as much if I could make like the travel because like I'll say this: the time I got to dress out and do all the things, bro, I had the best steak I had in all of college that week. Like when I got to dress out and everything, bro, that was the best steak. I'm sitting here thinking about. Here's the thing, Joel, you've seen CSU's campus. And anybody who's been to CSU, Charleston Southern, especially from 2012 to 2016, can tell you. Charleston Southern had the basic meals. It had the basic meals. Wasn't nothing too fancy. Out of the blue, I'm just like, okay, team dinner. I'm thinking we just go eat like team dinner, whatever, and it's going to be nothing new. Nah, we eat team dinner upstairs in a little closed off area. And I'm like, okay, cool. Next thing I know, loaded nice steak, loaded veggies, like really good fresh potatoes. And I'm like, where did CSU get the budget for this when I was just broke and walking around here not an athlete? Like, is that all it took for me to be eating well? I just had to be on the team somewhere. I'm like, bro,
that's it, man.
I'm like,
that's
what?
It. You worked hard to make it onto the team. So here you go. Here's the reward.
I was like, what? Caught me so off guard. And then here's the crazy part. So we eat that, right? We eat dinner, everything. Coach says, hey, yo, we got meeting later on tonight. I'm like, cool, bet. We got meeting later. Man, they feed them boys good, not like FCS. Man, I'm saying. Yeah. Hey, bro. Yes, Charleston Southern straight up. Me went to the same school. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, okay, bro. You know, good. We got a meeting tonight. I'm not thinking too much of it. So we go do our position meetings and we leave. Nothing new. As we leaving, hey, yo, make sure you take 2 foot-long subs on your way out with 2 drinks, your muscle milk, and your snack. I'm over here like, huh? Like, and the bad part is, broke college me is like, hey, sorry, it's like, I appreciate it, dog. Like, I appreciate it. I was a walk-on. I made it. Hey, I'm proud to say it. And it's even crazier. I got a conference championship ring from CSU because of it. So
ring.
Hey, I got a conference championship ring because of it. But
I said, bro, man, respect for you even getting on the roster. That's 1% of all players. Impressive. It's facts. I tried out at South Carolina State and was not even close to prepared.
Bro,
I got 6 sprints in and legs gave out.
Hey, appreciate it, man. But I'm sitting here broke. Mind you, Joel, this is like old broke college me thinking to myself, the college me that's like, do I eat Jell-O tonight or do I eat ramen tonight? Like I'm struggling on meals. And they sitting here like, yeah, take you 2 foot longs. So I'm like, oh, well, I got dinner for the night. I'm good. That ring and all, damn, bro. I went at the right time. Because the funny thing is with CSU football was 0-11 when I was coming out of high school.
He went the last time they was good.
Hey, I was on there I was on there the years they were good. I dressed out, I did my thing. I'm not mad. And you want to know what the pitch?
I didn't even make the team on my.
Because I tried. Because here's the thing: I tried for baseball and basketball first, and they just didn't accept me. And here's the pitch: my homeboy Larry Jones, LJ3, Larry Jones III. Larry, if you ever see this, I still thank you to this day. So Larry came up to me, right, and I knew him and quite a few other dudes on the football team. Larry was one of the wide receivers. He said, I was sitting there thinking about going to football.
The biggest difference between FCS and P4 is the auxiliary services, chefs, food, trainers, lift programs. They don't have money like that. It's facts.
No, we do not.
That is full facts.
No, we do not. And
what's up, bro? You were Deion Sanders, baseball, basketball.
Oh, listen, bro. That was me all through my life because that kept me preoccupied.
They kept you out of trouble. That's exactly what
it kept me out of trouble, and I ain't even gonna lie to you. It gave me a reason to do good in school.
Yep, that was it.
That was it. If I didn't do good in school, I couldn't play the sport. So I was like, all right, bro, I'll do good in school, and that means I can still play. Because every time, the 2 weeks between sports, that transition week, I didn't care about class a lick, dog.
Terrible.
As soon
as the sport started back up, it was a great.
I'm back invested. But like them 2 weeks
for a second.
Hey, them 2 weeks.
Because I told you before, I did basketball, football, baseball up until like middle school. Then I dropped baseball. Then I did basketball and football for some years, all the way up through high school. Then I picked up track.
What's the hardest sport? Honestly, I'm gonna say this, bro. Here's the reason why I'm gonna say baseball. Yeah, you got to be a freak athlete in terms of reaction time for baseball alone.
Yeah, it's the handout coordination that you got to be.
And here's the other thing. Here's the other thing with baseball. Check this out. In baseball, as a batter, if you can average over your career 3 out of 10 hits, like if you can bat 300, you are considered a legend, one of the greatest of all time.
Yeah.
If you can do 3 out of 10.
Any sport with 30% is peak. It's
hitting a ball 30% of the time you go to bat is peak. Yeah, nah, you got it, bro. Like that's a hard sport to be in. Out of those,
because even Deion said it. Deion Sanders said it himself. Baseball is the hardest sport he ever played. I think it depends on the individual athlete. Some better for baseball, but if you ain't 6'7", 37 vertical basketball, that's not true. Remember, Muggsy Bogues is a thing. Nate Robinson is also a thing. I understand Nate Robinson. I understand Nate Robinson's vertical was crazy, but Muggsy Bogues wasn't that hot.
Here's the thing: Steph Curry's technically undersized, and he's 6'3".
Steph Curry's technically
Chris Paul is considered a point guard, considered arguably the greatest point guard, and he's 6 feet. Kyrie Irving 6'4" to 6'2".
Wasn't Jason Williams also like 6'1"?
Yeah, Jason Williams wasn't that tall. John Stockton wasn't that tall. Like, you can be great in basketball in other aspects. Because Russell Westbrook is only 6'3".
You may not be considered a star on most teams, depending on who you got on the roster. But with basketball, you can make basketball if you're good at a certain skill set. You may not be the scorer, but if you can be a great facilitator or a great defensive player, they'll still find you.
Here's the thing. Both Isaiah Thomases undersized and dominated. Yeah. And they were scorers.
Steve Kerr,
Steve Nash, Jason Kidd,
Steve Nash, Derek Fisher.
Like Derek Fisher. Derrick Rose was low-key undersized.
Shoot, I feel like baseball, you can work on those skills, but at ball, if you're not God-given athletes, it's over. That's not true.
Baseball, because you got
story. One of the greatest stories basketball-wise, I don't know if you might have seen it or not, is Pete Maravich. Pistol Pete Maravich was not built for basketball whatsoever. But all he did was go in a gym and grind for years, all the way from middle school up through high school, and became Pistol Pete Maravich.
And the thing
That
about it
Pistol
is,
Pete Maravich, I think, was born like when I think in middle school was like 5'7". 5'7", ball handling skills were terrible.
because
Shot was terrible.
here's my other thing. You have baseball players, right? Baseball players, you say that you can work on those things. You can only do so much. When you have guys that are shorter than Randy
was a grinder, trying to be like Pete growing up. I feel you, bro.
Hey, because think about this. Randy Johnson, the big unit, one of the biggest pitchers ever in baseball, does not have the fastest fastball of all time. That's Aroldis Chapman. Like some of these things, and the thing about it is, it's no different in technique. Some people can just do things better than others. And hand-eye coordination is a God-given talent at its base level. Yeah, you can.
Yeah, like you can enhance it. You can't particularly teach reaction speed per se. You can try. You can try to hone it in, but there's always going to be a limit for each individual person. But like you can't always say that. Yeah, you have some guys who are just freak athletes, and they're just going to be athletes. There's nothing you can do about it. But there's other people who can work. Yeah, I may not be the fastest guy on the field or the court. I may not be the strongest dude. I may not have the strongest arm or so on and so forth. But there is a particular set of skills that I do have that I know I can beat you at, period. See, I heard baseball all internal, the ligaments, joints, and torque and thorn. Man.
It's not all internal because there are numerous things where you can do in baseball that are external that are great because honestly, any sport is internal. Any sport deals with your ligaments and your joints, basketball, baseball, reaction time. You're talking about a freak athlete. Tell a shortstop to go cover a gap. I was just thinking that too. Boom. I was just thinking this one. Bo Jackson himself, along with Dion. You ask a shortstop to go cover cover that gap. And then not only this, you got to catch it backwards, rotate and fire that joint across a diamond on point and still get this out as this guy's sprinting. And that's the other thing. You're talking about like speed and athleticism. Getting to 90 feet as quick as possible while a guy is trying to throw you out and throwing it as hard as he can. Imagine, let's say, one of the hardest football players we know who throws the ball, Brett Favre. We know Brett Favre sling the ball, right?
But
imagine
imagine
Brett Favre is throwing a baseball or a football only 30 yards away as hard as he can every time with Drew Brees-like accuracy.
So I'm going to be real. My high school produced 3 big-time MLBers. One became an all-star, zero NBA in high school, and that's okay.
And that's okay
because my high schools produced none of those. So,
and that's fine. And some schools produce certain things, like UNC, for example. UNC produces a lot of basketball talent, right? Like we could say UNC produces a
lot of baseball talent too. Michael Saunders, star. Oh, cool.
UNC isn't known for producing football talent as much as basketball or baseball, but that doesn't mean they can't have it. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So I get what you're saying. I do understand what you're saying. But yeah, and then the last thing I do want to talk about, they said Belichick was funnier and more outspoken than they expected.
Yeah, he's more comfortable now. So I'm more Nick Pivetta tearing it up on the mound right now. He's an ace. Nice.
Hey, Nick, I heard about Nick. Nick moving and grooving. But yeah, so apparently Belichick got ranked 63rd in the Power 4.
Nani? Like in all of Power 4?
Yeah. We have a baseball. See? Yeah, your school's gonna produce a baseball star.
Produce baseball star.
Your school's gonna produce a baseball star. I wouldn't be surprised if I'd be more surprised if they didn't. That's what they putting the money into. But yeah, so apparently Tom Fornelli of CBS Sports met with like other CBS analysts and they ranked. I know it's not. I think it's 68 coaches across all Power 4. If you do all the Power 4.
I look at it like this. We ain't last.
And so Bill Belichick was ranked 63rd out of those 68. And here's why. He said, mind you, I will say this. In the beginning of the article, he flat out says there's no criteria. He's like, you could rate this based off of, you could rate this off of their press conference, how good they give a press conference. You could rate these people off of who dressed the best. You could rank them off what you ate this morning. We don't care. We know y'all probably going to disagree with us.
Lazy chicks that don't know nothing about us. Belichick don't leak nothing. The other thing is, apparently he also received 3 last place votes.
That's crazy. That was last year too.
Only him and Stanford's coach received last place votes. That's madness.
That is kind of crazy. But like, yeah. So he said, this is a fascinating result to me. Bill Belichick not only drops 9 spots in our rankings after a 4-8 debut with the Tar Heels last season, but he's the only other coach besides Stanford's Tavita Pritchard to receive last place votes. He got 3. That's right. The coach who won 6 Super Bowls behind the coach who has never been a head coach.
Absolutely saying trash.
And was only 13 years old when Belichick won his first with the Patriots. I generally don't question my fellow voters' rankings too much, but I have a difficult time seeing the logic behind those decisions. At least he called out his fellow voters.
Yeah. The hate for UNC and Belichick is way too severe now. I don't think it's that severe. I think
here comes our analyst.
I think here's a problem. I think here was the problem. Because of how bad last year went, because it's really just a fallout from the hype, to be honest with you. Because of how bad last year went, especially in games we should have won, that's why a lot of people are ranking him so low.
Yeah.
Had he won 2 of those games that we should have won last year, we'd probably be in the top. We'd probably be in the 50s, probably. Because even then, it's even showed last year his highest rank was 52 last year. He ended up with a rank of 54. It looks like.
Well, the home and home series with South Carolina got canceled, and if you're looking for some more behind the scenes stuff, UNC football has a series going out called Carolina Football: The Process on their channel. If you want Cobb, and episode 2 just dropped.
But don't mean it's finna be accurate. People are out on this is facts. I know, yeah, you're not wrong. Like, it don't mean it's gonna be accurate. Because people just throw out whatever to get some clicks.
For sure.
Not Bill O'Brien ranked higher than him.
Ew.
Because Bill O'Brien over in Boston College got ranked at 61.
Like I said, one thing I will say about this ranking, bro flat out said these rankings have no criteria and it's just it could be ran based off anything, which I respect. Which I respect.
It's tough. Miami, Notre Dame, Clemson, Pitt, TCU. Oh, yeah, no, it's a tough schedule. Very tough schedule. I think we finished 7-5.
You said Notre Dame's tough? Oh, wow. You gave him a compliment?
Hey.
You here. Listen here, sir. You are going to get your street by street analyst privileges revoked. You keep bringing that up.
You better get your analyst card revoked. 7-5 would be good for schedule. It would 7-5 would be great.
Listen, 7-5 would be, considering last year, 7-5 would be a win and get us to a bowl game.
To me at this point, I'll take a winning season.
We really need one of you young QBs to pop. Miles Burgess. He said, "I don't care who."
Which one, but one guy take over.
He said, "I don't care who. Somebody." Hey, well, it may not be one of the young QBs, but apparently one of the young freshmen or 3 of the young freshmen could play some key roles for us in 2026, according to Mr. Jared Feinberg. And Feinberg wrote an article basically listed the 3 freshmen who he think couldn't be pivotal for us in 26. And he said the options are Kenton Dobson III, Trayshawn Ruffin, and C.J. Sadler. For Kenton Dobson, he's playing corner this year. He's like, the Tar Heels did well to add cornerback room this offseason with the signing of Aid Willis in transfer portal. Why are you talking about? He said,
Trino take them in the top 50 offense, possibly top 30. Year 1, he took Arkansas 98 to 48. Yeah, he did. Petrino's a heck of a coach, man. So y'all saying it won't be long before we have a new head football coach.
He said, "Oh, Steve wanted Dobson. Dobson originally committed to Miami and then flipped to Chapel Hill. Said he offers impressive size and tackling ability to be a threat at the catch point against opposing receivers. His high school tape showcases a cornerback who can provide value in off coverage and press man. If the Tar Heels find themselves in a significantly better position than last year, Dobson's toolkit could help him on the field this season." Yep. Word.
Trio took Taylor Green, a wide receiver, into a solid second. SEC QB. Year before that, guy failed 3 years in Mountain West and lost his job.
Hey, listen, the right coach can do a lot of things for you.
See, next on this list, Trayshawn Ruffin. I have big expectations for Trayshawn Ruffin myself, to be honest with you.
You have been talking about Trayshawn a lot. And even when we looked at his tape last year, we were like, he should be good.
Yeah, he was going to be good. So looking at North Carolina's defensive line, they have massive bodies up front to fill gaps, but they lack the athleticism and quickness to be effective pass rushers. This group is led by Leroy Jackson and Isaiah Johnson, both of whom are presumptive starters at defensive tackle. However, the depth behind them remains unproven, which could provide an opportunity for Bodney, Cleveland, and Ruffin, North Carolina's 4-star recruits at the position. Ruffin is a monster at 6'3", 350 pounds. He will need to shed off some of the weight to make an effective impact as a pass rusher on later downs, but his sheer mass and power make him the perfect nose tackle on early downs. Look for the North Dublin High School standout to find a role in the 0 or 1 technique controlling the A-gap. Do not disagree. And the one obvious one in the third spot, CJ Sadler.
CJ Sadler. He said the Tar Heels will need their pass catchers to step up this upcoming season as Jordan Shipp becomes the unquestioned star for the offense heading into 26. Guys like Nathan Leacock and Trey Kekahuna will likely see the field as immediate contributors, but don't count out freshmen like Sadler, who was the number 2 overall recruit in Belichick's second high school class. Sadler is on the smaller side, but he is a jitterbug in space with the ball in his hands. He's a two-way athlete with the ability to provide potential depth at cornerback if needed, while also having the ball skills and explosiveness to create big-time yards after the catch. If there's one player outside of Burgess who could stand out from this class, it's Sadler. Not going to lie. If we have CJ Sadler playing corner, we are thin at corner originally.
So word is Bill is 180 this year. Mans was stressed about Freddie. He got too tied up with the whole offensive and was buried. This year, he's free to focus on defensive and special teams facts. Because in Terry Chuka's in one of our previous episodes, we was talking about how Petrino even mentioned himself that he enjoys the ability that him and Bill are able to talk on from both sides of the line. So he asked Bill about defensive lineups and things of that nature. Bill asked him about offensive stuff, and it's worked out very mutually for the both of them. So that's definitely going to help both Petrino when it comes down to developing these players and Bill when it comes down to just better understanding college offenses from a defensive standpoint. But yeah, no, I expect to see him early in starting rotations.
I would assume he is. He might not get
you, Cobb, because you just asked us a second ago that we about to have a new head coach.
Listen. You notice Sloth been on vacation ever since he got Hubert Davis fired.
That man's been de-stressing.
Sloth been on vacation since he got Hubert fired.
Bill, like when someone handles the O, like McDaniel in New England, that's when he is at his best. Yeah, because he doesn't have to worry about the offense anymore. Because he now has somebody that he feels he can trust to effectively run the offense. And he doesn't have to come in and make every decision for them. Because he's known for a long time, he's been more defensive and special teams minded anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Sadler baller, but he having some off-field struggles. Same reason why Michigan backed off. So I like Bill. I was seeing what y'all was thinking.
Okay.
I haven't heard about his off the field struggles, but I think that'll get fixed pretty quick.
In a Bill Belichick system, yeah.
I think that because it's either he fixes it or he won't play.
Yeah.
That's it. Short end of the stick.
Hey.
Speaking of like influences,
Feinberg followed it up and gave an article of who he thinks the X factors will be for North Carolina going into this year. So it's not necessarily just the freshmen. These are like, it could be anybody who he thinks the X factors are going to be for offense and defense for 26. And on the offensive end, he has Trek Kahuna and Jordan Washington. And on the defensive end, Jalen Harvey and Coleman Bryson. Those are two shockers. So he's flashing like 20K. Oh, God. Not that. No, don't be a part of that culture. See, that's how you end up in a Carson Beck situation where you get robbed. And then you're like, why would they rob me? It's like, because you flashed it, bro.
Maybe more actually, like, bro, you ain't a gangster. Chill. Ain't even worry about him being a gangster. It's like, I don't understand the thought process behind flexing your money on the internet.
Like, people won't just be like, you know what? I want that. I'm going to find you and take it. And the bad part is,
there's going to be somebody that's in the same area as you that's been waiting.
And knows exactly where you at just based off the background of where you do it. They're like, oh, I know what dorm that is.
They out here doxing people all that. They know exactly. There's people out here, they know exactly where you are every point of the day because they want to steal something from you.
And you're a star on the football team, so you know they know where you're at.
Absolutely. Like, don't do that. Stop flexing money.
Please stop flexing.
And that's not even just to the athletes. That's to everybody. Stop flexing money on the internet.
Like, can we stop doing that in 20? Like, can we leave that here? He can be a good kid, and that's fine. And here's the thing with good kids. You tell them what they need to hear.
Kid at heart.
You tell them what they need to hear. Stop flexing money.
Stop flexing money. Because you're going to end up, just like Carson Beck has something stolen from you. Stop it.
Not only, and not just your girlfriend.
Not just your girlfriend. I think his car got stolen.
It did. Within the first week he got there.
Within the first week he got into Miami, got his car stolen. Exactly. Everyone's not glad to see you.
Some people just jealous. Some people just hate. They like,
this is coming from somebody who's been robbed before. Like, I was just a regular student. I think he'll be fine. If Bill can handle Hernandez, Antonio Brown, Moss, Josh Gordon, this and nothing. And Chad Johnson all in trouble at the time.
That story will always make me laugh. I'm sorry.
Hey, it is what it is. It's funny now. But like, coming from somebody who's been robbed before, like, there's locals that don't want you here.
The bad part is with that story, it's not the fact that you got robbed. It's the acts that happened in it that make me laugh. Like, I'm not laughing. I'm mad that you got robbed, but it's the acts that happened. And yes, y'all, before y'all ask and be like, Myron, where were you at? Why you laughing? I wasn't even in his life at this point.
This was before he met me. He didn't know that.
Like, I ain't know this. I wasn't there to help defend and protect.
Even if he did know me at the time, he wouldn't have been able to help me no way. Two different cities. It wouldn't have made no difference.
Like, that's what that was. So before y'all want to get on me about where was I, where were my antennas at? Because you know that's how the internet do. You know that's how the internet do. They be like, where was you?
What kind of friend are you? Let this man get robbed like that.
It's like, I didn't let anything.
What was the reason why that? So they just got canceled because one team I guess they just couldn't come to an agreement, and they're like, yeah, one team backed out, but they're blaming each other for the reason why.
And basically, they're both citing that because their conferences are doing that new 9-game in-conference schedule, it's too much of a hassle to do it.
Even though it's not. You can just make one of the games.
Make your week 0 cookie cutter.
Surprisingly, the real ones respect him with Bill, unlike most of the other coaches. I think because he always straight up and tell it like he is. No fake BS like other coaches. I mean, yeah. Yeah.
I feel like.
But you know, I think a lot of the coaches got a bad taste in their mouth to begin with because, you know, he an NFL coach coming to college fear and everybody talking about, oh, he's about to come in and take over. They're like, yeah, now.
I think the other thing is
Bill definitely invited to the cookout. Like UNC back.
You know what? I just had a thought.
Now UNC was gonna host 2027 and South Carolina was 2028.
28-29. It was 28-29.
Was it 28-29?
Yeah, 28-29. Because I thought it was 27-28 too, and I had to go check.
So yeah, it was South Carolina 28 and North Carolina 29.
And
It
here's
was
the
only
thing.
a 2-game series.
Here's the bad part. As you said that, or as Tiger said that, he's like, Bill invited to the cookout. I said, nah, because Bill dating that young thing. And then I was like, wait a minute. We all have that one uncle who do be doing that.
He that one uncle.
He that one, and I'm just like, oh.
He that one uncle.
I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Get out of here, Joe.
No. Do you know what? Don't even worry about that. I got something for that later. Don't even worry about that.
To the topic at hand. I've been hearing a lot about Coleman Bryson because a lot of like some other DBs, some other like defensive guys have been talking about him lately.
Hey, listen. Not only that, he was the MVP of the Pinstripe Bowl for Minnesota a few years ago.
Yeah.
As a safety, hey,
we'll have to see what happened.
Listen, I like Kekahuna, and then Jordan Washington at that tight end spot, I'm definitely looking forward to. Like, I think Jordan Washington is going to be really nice.
Oh, buddy left.
Abel is UNC bound. That he is.
Oh, so he pulled out of the draft?
I think he did.
So if I remember right, Abel was one of those players that was listed to be in the draft.
Oh, and speaking of draft,
but committed to UNC.
Well, I don't know why I thought about this.
People worried about Coleman. He getting a lot of shade, but Inside Carolina say he's good at camp. A lot of the other players saying he's good at camp. It's the Wembanyama versus the New York basketball Knickerbockers.
No, hey, listen. So, side note, and I don't know why
So he pulled out today then. Okay, cool.
Pause.
I mean, he needed to. It is a defensive maneuver. What if y'all didn't get inside football? They release all the details and most accurate. I get all my info there. I think I get a lot of my articles from Inside Carolina.
Oh man, he said always. Listen, bro. I get as much as I can for Inside Carolina until that subscription tells me I can't no more. Yeah. And here's the thing, bro. Not gonna lie. Gas prices is up right now. Inflation up. I can't afford another subscription, low-key, unless I really value it. But
that's
I don't know what
thing.
Like, I can't
afford no news article subscription right now.
Like, Tar Heel Times does me a pretty good service. Tar Heel Times, all the analysts that are on Twitter that provide updates, CBS Sports, I've searched a lot of different places, and Inside Carolina is definitely a good one that I always check. But once Inside Carolina be like, "Hey, you've reached your limit," I'm like, "Well,
it's okay. That's good because Jared Feinberg don't even know who the team on the team still,
and that's fine. Sometimes that happens, but sometimes I ain't even gonna lie to you, bro. We need content to talk about at times.
True.
Sometimes we need content to talk about to get through these long summers because we ain't got nothing to talk about. So I try to find what I can.
Hey, you do what you got to do. But the real question I have today, and the real question I have at the moment is, what's going on with Lawrence Taylor?
So apparently Lawrence Taylor was in the hospital. He's out now. He's doing better. But I had to bring this up. I had to bring this up because, especially with the tragedy that happened with Kyle Busch last week, when I saw that Lawrence Taylor was in the hospital, I'm like, nah, we not about, like, what's going on here? I need to be on top of another legend. You know what I mean? Especially with what happened to Kyle Busch last week. But apparently, Lawrence Taylor spent several days in the hospital because he was admitted at New Jersey Medical Center in late April due to like a stomach-related ailment. They didn't disclose exactly what, but he spent some time there. He said he's doing much better now, and he's been receiving treatment from the facility and was discharged on the 5th. So obviously he's back moving around because it's dang near. It's the 26th.
Ultimately discharged May 5th.
Damn. Is it? Hey. But yeah, so I was like, not LT in the hospital. Ain't nobody been saying nothing.
I get off my team, Dart.
Yeah, I saw that.
I said, what Jackson Dart do?
Oh, you ain't see what he did?
Oh, you talking about the Trump endorsement thing?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I remember me and you talked about it now. Okay, I forgot all about that.
Yeah.
I ain't pay that boy no net mind.
Listen, I'm a refrain from.
I say, if I remember right, LT did too.
That's what I thought. Or was that Herschel? Did LT do it?
Herschel
I know Herschel did. I know, but here's the thing. I know Herschel endorsed them.
Yeah, Herschel did.
And the bad part is, I remember.
So he introduced him at a rally. A video LT endorsing Trump too. I think it was real.
Oh, what happened? All right, well.
Either way,
this ain't the place for that. We ain't about to get into that. That's for a different podcast.
Okay, so Joe said LT didn't. Herschel did.
I know. I was gonna say I know Herschel did.
Listen, all I know is LT's on his road to recovery, and we're on the road to Omaha.
Yes, we are, because our boys got the 5th overall seed, and we take on TCU on Friday. Boy, the road to Omaha is hyped, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm gonna be watching.
I will say it did suck to lose to Georgia Tech, though.
It did.
Georgia Tech.
It did.
I've crept my whole life, but he right, which, yeah, I remember him saying that. Bro, I saw it on YouTube. It's not that big. We're not even gonna worry about it. Rich people do rich people stuff.
Hey, listen, we going to Omaha, bro. We trying to get this first title. We trying to bring this title back to North Carolina, because we've only had two championship appearances, and I want us to get to Omaha and finally win. I want us to get there.
Both running the city.
Especially considering the fact that we finished this year 45-11-1. We finished 45-11-1. Yeah, we hosted the Chapel Hill Regional, and we got the 5th overall seed, bro.
Yeah,
like it's in the cards.
VCU on Friday at 5 p.m. And then I say that once again, it sucked that we lost to Georgia Tech. And Georgia Tech was on a run. They were dang near unstoppable. Yeah. Not as unstoppable as who was it? There was another team that got dog walked.
Hold
on, let me see.
I do know UCLA is gonna be a problem though, because UCLA is the number 1 team in the country, and them boys ain't playing. Yeah.
Anyway, though, Jackson Clown think he finna get exposed. I'm not a believer. I think Bo Jackson Dart and Scatterboo about to get exposed.
Scatterboo ain't gonna be able to make it if that man can't stay out of concussion protocol and not break his ankle.
So yeah, I think both of them about to get exposed.
That's gonna be a good thing or a bad thing out there.
Listen, because like I said, we got beat, but we didn't get beat like Arkansas got beat.
How bad Arkansas lose that game?
Georgia beat them 11-1.
Okay, I mean, that is bad, but it's not the worst beatdown I've seen this season.
Oh no, it's not the worst beatdown, but for a championship game,
yeah, that is a bad one. But was Arkansas? What was Arkansas? Okay, looking at their overall team record, what's Arkansas's overall team record compared to Georgia's?
39-20 compared to 46-12.
Oh yeah, no, I expect that. That's actually not as bad. I expect that.
I just want Dart going. I used to like him.
Joe just doesn't want distractions. That he wants the Giants to be good with no problems. That's what it is.
That's not possible.
He wants the Giants to be good with no distractions.
It's either you lose Malik Neighbors. It's either you lose Malik Neighbors, or your team sucks. You only get one choice.
Wow, you are disrespectful.
I'm not.
You are disrespectful today.
How? Where?
like, I'm about to say they lose Malik Neighbors or they suck. Like Abdul Carter ain't there.
Okay. Where was the team when it came down to the draft this year? What was their record?
First of all,
with Abdul Carter.
Abdul tried. Abdul tried.
He did. And Abdul is very good. He's one of the best. He was one of the best pass rushers in the league as a rookie this year. So I'm not going to say he was bad.
A lot of these rookie QBs flash earlier than fall off. Stroud, RG3, Daniel Jones, Wentz, Magic. Okay, hold up. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this about this list. RG3 injury. Daniel Jones, crazy as it's kept. The team y'all had around Daniel Jones was not built for him.
Like bad offense.
Carson Wentz, I'll agree with you because he'll tell you. But even then, I can make the argument for the same that I did for RG3. Carson Wentz injury. I can say that. Mac Jones
once again, bad scheme. Bad scheme. Remember, he went out to San Francisco and held it down in San Francisco. He also wasn't terrible in Jacksonville, but Jacksonville also was a bad team.
Was he? He was bad in New England, wasn't he? Though, like he
was bad in New England. He was good that one season in New England, and then it went all downhill from there.
Nick Foles, is that Nick Foles?
Nick Foles,
the one that won a Super Bowl.
Yeah, that one. The same year that Wentz went down.
Like I'm about to say, I can't say that. And then,
but did his play style contribute to it? Not, to be honest, no, because the coaching
he won a Heisman with that play style after tearing his ACL before.
And not just that, he didn't want to continue to be running like he was running in the first place. But the coaching staff kept him running like that.
I was saying because that was
after he showed his racism.
Because that was Shanahan. That was Shanahan's son, wasn't it?
By introducing Don LeCon, he said they smooth.
No, not Shanahan, but that wasn't Shanahan's. That wasn't Shanahan's. It was another one. It was
his dad.
Because it wasn't Kyle doing it though. I want to say
it was his dad. It was Mike Shanahan.
Was it Mike? Hold on.
Yeah, it was Mike Shanahan. At least I'm pretty sure it was Mike Shanahan, and Kyle was on that. And Kyle was on that coaching staff.
Hold up. Let's see. 2012. Yeah, it was Kyle Shanahan. Kyle Shanahan, Mike Shanahan, and whatnot.
Too bad, but what could have sounded like they screwed? They did though, because there was times after his first season, after his rookie season, there was a lot of talk about him wanting to be more of a pocket passer, and they did not adjust to that at all. Yeah, they messed with his career.
They messed with his career.
He wanted to be. He said it even coming into the league, he wanted to be more of a pocket passer than a scrambling quarterback, because he wanted to keep the longevity, because he knew he could get hurt running around as much as he did. Then rookie season, he's running left and right, gets injured, and
he's in that playoff game. He gets injured because I'll never forget that snap. And I remember I was watching that game with my mom, and when he went down, I told my mom straight up, I said he tore his ACL. And my mom's like, "Why would you say that? He probably just rolled his ankle." I said, "No, the way he collapsed, he tore his ACL."
See Giants practices now that the ones are playing the ones. Bill Carter's is going to rig Dart's helmet off. That's by mistake.
Nah, if he pulls a Myles Garrett, oh, you know it's up. If he pulls a Myles Garrett on him, you know it's up.
You see Abdul traded by the end of the week.
Nah, honestly, I think they might get rid of Jackson Dart at that point. Be like, it will be bad for no, because think about it. Tank for Arch Manning to get him to New York. That make a boy.
Arch. I don't see them taking Arch.
You don't think they would tank for Arch Manning? As much as these folk been talking about Arch Manning for years, you don't think they do it?
As much as they glaze that boy is crazy.
Boy, listen. I guarantee it. Because here's the thing. If it becomes that big of a distraction in the locker room, I can foresee the Giants being like, you know what? Arch Manning coming up in this draft anyways. Hey, yo, Jackson, we just going to send you off somewhere else. Get you a fresh start so you can be who you want to be. We'll restart here next year, guys. Hey, look, Arch Manning, you want to come play where your uncle played? You want to come be a great? You want to come to New York City? Come on down to the Price is Right.
They're going to have to do worse than Miami and in Arizona, though.
I mean, they could just trade with them. Just trade them a box of candy and some toothpaste, and they'll give it up.
Arizona. Remember, Arizona drafted Carson Beck. They know what they're doing.
No, they don't. No, they don't.
I take Arch especially. Now I bet you would.
I give them a box of candy and some toothpaste. They'll commit with that trade.
Arizona ain't doing it.
This is the same team. This is the same team that went and drafted a running back after signing Tyler Algier. You really think they know what they're doing?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Mm-hmm. Why do you think they gave Jacoby Brissett an extension?
They didn't.
They know what they're doing.
They didn't. The pigeon gave them an extension.
What kind of leader does that? Them boys protecting you. The family or relatives been through some shit. I did listen.
Hey.
Listen,
this is an angry Giants fan right now. This man want to get all. Hey, listen, I'm gonna let him speak his piece.
Shoot, that was Tiger for that one. Tiger said that last one.
Nah, you right. Tiger right. Sometimes you do gotta read the room. But I do want to talk.
Who was reading right?
Hey, Emily Leggett. Hey, Emily Leggett with her historic season. Boy, hold on. We got to, bro. Like, where's the applause button? As a guy who loves baseball and softball, as a guy who loves these beautiful stats, it is my pleasure to read these off about Emily Leggett's historic.
What's that thing? Arch is who he is, not generational, basically a Daniel Jones. After 3 full seasons, he's not some raw prospect. He's maxed out. Private chainer since like 12.
Fair.
Like he had, like I said, he's had moments, but he just ain't put it together yet for me. He ain't good enough to me.
But this woman is good enough. Is that girl? She liked that because Emily Leggett capped off a historic season in style, ladies and gentlemen. Because one, this past year she set UNC single season records with most home runs at 27. Highest slugging percentage at 117 and total bases at 153. And then these stats were second highest in UNC history for a single season, as she had 76 RBIs, a 467 batting average, a 573 on base percentage, and had 46 walks to boot, which earned her the Softball America Most Improved Player of the Year, which is the award for basically their NCAA Most Player of the Year. And she was All-American second team. I don't know how she didn't get first team, but you know what? I ain't going to. You know what? I'm going to let them do what they want to do. My girl should have been first team all over. But, bro, shout out. Hey, got to give Virginia Tech a huge shout out and some love because they didn't start Emily Leggett in her first 2 years. Even though she was a spotty starter and they weren't giving her no burn, she transferred over to UNC, came over here and shut the city down, breaking records left and right. So, hey, Virginia Tech, appreciate you. Thank you. Now you look stupid. Now you're looking dumb. Yeah, Emily if she does this next year or even improves on all this next year, she's gonna win Softball Player of the Year. I don't care what nobody say.
Listen, and it ain't just her.
Oh, yeah. Multiple of our ladies got multiple awards, man. So we backed it up with our softball girls because for the NCFA, so National Coaches Fast Pitch Association, basically the NCAA, they put out their all region selections. I didn't know they did it like this. They do an all region, and then you have also the conferences do their all selections. So a little different. But for the East region, which is where we reside, Emily Leggett and Sanai Thompson made first team East region. Miss Lexi Roberts, she made second team East region. And Shelby Barbie made third team East region. So shout out to them ladies there. Got to give him some love and some praise there. And then for all ACC selections, Emily Leggett, first team all ACC. Sanaa Thompson, second team all ACC. So, ladies, continue balling. I know your season ended early and y'all didn't make Selection Sunday for softball, even though y'all had a hell of a season. It was a slight step down because last year y'all had 40 wins. This year y'all had 32, but the year before that, it's like, so it was a slight step, but y'all gonna get it back right because 30, 40, 32, that means to me next season y'all gonna have 42 wins. I'm putting it like that. Y'all gonna bounce back. We gonna be all right. And next year we're gonna have the men and the women winning championships in baseball and softball. And when it happens, y'all can say me and Ricebox said it here first. And if Ricebox don't want to co-sign on it, I'll say it. Dang it. I'll say it.
Co-sign it. They didn't show me something, so I co-sign it.
I'm all excited for it, man. But yeah, shout out to the girls, man. I love being able to shout them out when they doing great in baseball and softball and things like that. And to the fellas, go handle business. Don't play with VCU. Go ahead, handle business, get them out the way. We trying to go to Nebraska. We trying to get to Nebraska.
Now, it is time for keeping a cut.
Oh, Lord, Lord.
All right, you got two choices here. 33rd overall pick or 2000s quarterbacks.
Oh.
And I'll tell you this, the 2000s quarterbacks is a keep 6, cut 6. I pulled 12 out for this one.
I feel like I gotta go 2000s QBs because one, that's gonna get the more click and we're gonna remember. Because if I get 33rd overall picks, I might get somebody I know and then somebody I don't know, and I'm just gonna have to naturally cut them. So I feel like this is gonna be more compelling. So quarterbacks.
Ooh, so I'm gonna let.
Hey, here's the bad part. I have a feeling you picked all like backups. They're all backups, or they're all trash starters. They're all trash starters or backups.
Nah, they all started and they all were good for a time.
I swear to God, if Kurt Warner is in here,
he's not.
Trent Dilfer,
he's not.
Rich Gannon,
he might be in here.
Oh my God! All right,
but die. Like I said, they were all good at some point in their careers.
At some point, oh,
geez. At some point. I ain't never guaranteed they had to be the best people on the court. You just got to pick which ones you want.
Oh, Lord. Spurs, what happened?
All right.
Y'all in the game.
All right. First up on the board, Jon Kitna.
Ooh. Detroit Lions, Jon Kitna?
Detroit Lions, Jon Kitna.
Oh, God. I'm cutting Jon Kitna, dog. I'm sorry. I'm cutting Jon Kitna. I'm sorry. Like, immediately, I just saw that Jon Kitna Detroit jersey. I was like, oh, no. Here's how I know I got to cut Jon Kitna. Jon Kitna was always the first guy I released on ESPN 2K5 when I did a franchise with Detroit. I'm cutting Jon.
I think later on when he became like a perennial backup, he wasn't too bad.
He wasn't the worst backup by any means, but I'm like when he was my starter, my franchise starter, I was like, yeah, nah, we getting this out of here.
All right. Next on this list is the one, the only Vinny
Testaverde? I ain't gonna lie. I'm keeping Vinny just because he did it colorblind. Vinny Testaverde was colorblind.
Hey.
So I'm gonna give it to him. Playing NFL quarterback colorblind, you got it, bro. I'm gonna keep Vinny just for that. Cobb said I'm stupid. Cobb said cut him.
Cobb said he cut. Next on the list, we got good old one of the original Jaguars, Mark Brunell.
I'm cutting Mark Brunell. If you would have said Byron Leftwich, I might have kept him, but I'm cutting Mark Brunell.
Byron Leftwich was too easy of a pick.
That's all I'm saying. If you would have said Byron Leftwich, I would have kept that, but I'm cutting Mark Brunell. I'm sorry.
Old Pittsburgh Steeler, Jacksonville Jaguar, Mark Brunell.
Cobb about to be put to the
Cobb
where
ain't
he just
keeping
got to
nobody.
keep the final 6, regardless of who it is.
Just he got 3 left. Next up on the list, Kerry Collins. Oh, Tennessee Titans, Dallas Cowboy, Kerry Collins. Honestly, I would have kept Kerry Collins. The only reason why, because when I used to play Madden NFL Game Day in like the early years of Madden,
That's what
I would use Tennessee. He was all right.
I was saying, like, Kerry wasn't bad.
He wasn't terrible.
But I don't have enough positive moments in my head to justify keeping Kerry.
Fair enough.
I don't have enough positive moments in my head to justify keeping him, so I'm gonna cut him.
All right, Cobb, you got 2 cuts left. Then after that, you're just gonna be stuck with whatever you get stuck with.
I got 3 left. All right.
Next on this list, Rich Gannon.
I feel like
mark down for the keep because I know he is.
I feel like I have to here, bro. I feel like I have to here because I'm not about to lock myself into this box that you're gonna put me in. Listen, I'm not locking myself into this box.
That old reliable sidearm man made it to dang near Super Bowl. He was literally one play short.
I'm gonna keep Rich Gannon. I'm gonna keep Rich Gannon.
Like Gannon got Tuck ruled out of that Super Bowl, man. Next up, Tim Couch.
Ooh.
Yep, old Cleveland Brown Timmy.
Oh. How many Browns are on this list?
That's it. I had to think about it. I'm like,
no, your face. How many Browns are on this? Oh.
Nah, just him. Do you know how hard it was for me to just flat out avoid just putting all Browns quarterbacks on this?
Hey, you should have. Hey, keep 5, cut 30 Cleveland Brown quarterbacks, and no Baker Mayfield.
Keep
no
3, cut the rest of them.
And here's the bad part: and the ones you took out, Baker, Deshaun. You cut the best ones, so you know you're gonna have to be struggling.
And the ones I would have cut, it would have been Baker, Derek Anderson, and Tim Couch.
Right.
Oh no, it would have been Flacco.
I was about to say
it'd have been Baker, Flacco, and Derek Anderson.
You know who you're forced to keep? Brady Quinn. Oh God.
I almost put Brady Quinn on this list too.
Here we go. Uh-oh. Here he goes.
Oh,
he was like, oh, Tim Couch.
Because you got 4 left. You'd have 2 cuts left, or 4 or 3 keeps left.
You know what? Just for the bit, I'm gonna keep them. That way, I have 3 and 3. Like, this is gonna get funny. This is gonna get funny.
Cobb only got 1 cut left.
That's what I'm saying. I just want to see how this plays out because I feel like this is going to get real funny real quick.
Next on the board, Aaron Brooks.
You can't pass like Aaron Brooks? Oh.
New Orleans Saint Aaron Brooks.
You know what's crazy?
Tampa Bay Aaron.
You know what's crazy? There was an Aaron Brooks that played for the Houston Rockets at the same time in the NBA. And I used to think that was the same Aaron Brooks. And I'm like, is this man doing both sports?
Can't be.
I gotta cut Aaron Brooks. That man played for the Saints and caused some havoc at times.
It's a bad saying. Here we go. Here it goes.
I gotta cut Aaron Brooks.
But I say Cobb got to make a decision.
Cobb gonna keep him. I know he is.
I mean, he ain't got but one cut left anyway. He's gonna keep whoever's left.
Chicago.
While he figured it out.
Oh, he pulled the trigger. So he just stuck with whoever left. All right. So he ain't got no choice no more.
To be honest,
that was his final cut.
It was his keeps ain't turned out too bad. I would say. All right, so next on the list, got David Garrard.
I'll keep David. That's Jacksonville David, right? Yeah, I'll keep
David Garrard.
Yeah, I'll keep David.
Also, one play away from a Super Bowl, David Garrard.
Yeah, I'm not mad about that.
Next on the list, Trent Green.
Ew. Cobb, you have no choice.
You have no choice. You keep whoever else I named on this list. You used your 6 already. You ain't gotta say that. You lost.
Where your wife? Maybe she can help you count. Like he said, "Hey, yo, I want to cut him, bro. You ain't got no choice."
Yeah, this Kansas City Chief Trent Green.
I'm cutting that, man, because I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't remember him like that.
You got one cut left.
I got one cut and what? 2 keeps?
You got one cut and 2 keeps left.
All right.
Cobb said game over. Next on the list, Matt Schaub.
You know what? For what he did with the Texans, I got to give Matt Schaub credit where credit is due. I'll keep him. All
right, you got one cut, 1 keep left.
This gonna make a break. That's why I said I wanted to do this for the bit. I want to see how this goes.
Next on the list, Chris Chandler. NFC champion, Super Bowl appearance, and then went to the Bears and to never be heard from again.
Cut him.
All right. You'll actually be very happy with your last keep. You want to take a random shot in the dark on who it is?
Vince Young.
No.
Damn. I thought.
Jake DeLowe?
Jake DeLowe?
Bro. It is Jake
DeLowe. Hey! Let's go. Let's go.
Sit, bitch.
That would have made me so sad. If you had gave me Mitch Trubisky, do you understand how sad I would have been, bro?
The 2000s from 2000 to 2009 is who this era was. So Mitch wouldn't have been on the list anyway. It's too late.
Do you understand how sad I would have been? Had you said Mitch Trubisky, I was like,
Mitch Trubisky.
Especially if you would been like, Mara, you're gonna be real happy with your pick. Mitch Trubisky.
Mitch Trubisky.
Like so it's just me, huh?
Yep.
It's just me, huh? No, all right. Woo! I like that. Hey, I played the bit right, and it worked out the way I wanted it to. It worked out the way I wanted it to, so I'm happy.
Yep.
So now, going to our favorite segment, man. Still never get old. Is it me or you?
I think it's you.
All right. My Tar Heel takeaway of the week. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, please understand, we are not safe. The New York Knicks are going to the NBA Finals. Batman cannot save us. Superman cannot save us. We are not safe if the New York Knicks win the finals. Do you understand what that means? That means Stephen A. Smith is going to evolve into Thanos and Darkseid fused together, mixed with Galactus. Timothy Chalamet will be winning a championship. Ben Stiller will get a championship. Spike Lee, for all that is worth, the city of New York will be ravaged They will sit there and cause the black man. Like, we are not safe, ladies and gentlemen. Omni-Man, all Viltrumites, the Immortal, it don't matter, Superman, Batman, Omni-Man, we are all not safe. We could call Sailor Moon, Rimuru, Goku, Ichigo, Naruto, and have them all come down. But if y'all let the city of New York win an NBA championship, this country will be dismantled.
That man said
the world will be in shambles. Iran, the war in Palestine, all that will come to a halt because they all will join forces to try and stop the Knicks fans, and the Knicks fans will not be stopped. A chopped cheese is going to do more damage than an RPG. We're not going to be safe. I'm telling y'all now, don't let the Knicks win. Because if y'all knew the dark days are going to end, we're going to come to... I'm not ready. The world's not ready for a Knicks championship. The world's not prepared for it. The world is not prepared. And they have Hennessy infused Don Julio this summer. That's out in New York right now.
These fans are rough.
If y'all thought Philly was bad after a Super Bowl, after winning a Super Bowl, what do you think is going to happen when New Yorkers, Knicks fans, get an NBA championship in this economy? Oh, hell no. Hell no. And don't let the Thunder win either. Wimby Juan Kenobi. Wimby Juan Kenobi, you are our only hope. Help, please.
We need to get it together because they ain't getting... So nobody worse than Eagles fans. Oh, sir. Oh, sir.
Sir. The Knicks are still saying F. Trae Young from a 2021 conference finals appearance.
Not even just that. I don't think you saw what the Toronto Maple Leafs did to their town after they lost that game.
All I'm saying is, bro, the world ain't prepared. Wimby, you have to help us stop this travesty. If you don't, listen. At that point, I just got to file for bankruptcy and find a bunker. Because it's not going to be safe. That's all I got, man. Dark days are ahead if the Knicks win. Stephen A will be insufferable. He'll have all the Infinity Stones.
Not all the Infinity Stones.
That's exactly what somebody's going to make that too. They're going to make, if the Knicks win, they're going to make that Stephen A's final Infinity Stone.
Crazy. The world is in a crisis. And if y'all don't understand what I mean when I say that, this exists. This is the thing that potentially exists in the world. He said it before. We need to stop letting, I don't know who it is that's just allowing Don Julio out here on the streets running rampant as it does. First, it was Don Julio and Popeyes. Now we seeing bottles of Don Julio Hennessy infused or Hennessy Don Julio infused cocktails for $16 a bottle. America needs to wake up because clearly we are in some kind of genjutsu, some kind of hypnosis. Because the fact that we just casually let this happen to the world is utter nonsense. We've given up. We no longer have that fighting spirit in us anymore. This is the end. This is the end game we're in. Bump the Infinity Stones. This right here be the thing that'll end the world. Because what you mean? Hold on, let me see if I can zoom in on this too. Because hold on. That joint says cognac-based Don Julio-inspired cocktails. Yeah, if the Knicks win, they bring in 151 out of retirement. 150 is about to get put to shame. Somebody's about to be out here taking full-on shots of Everclear in the streets.
If somebody has Ray and Nephew mixed with
there's about to be Ray and Nephew
mixed with Hennessy. Oh no!
Out here in the streets,
no.
People are about to be boiling down diesel fuel on the corners to serve to the populace. We can't survive these times. We can't be out here like this. We can't. I refuse to believe. That's more. I don't know what this is. Liquid crack is one way to go about it. I don't know what this is, but whatever it is, needs to be destroyed immediately. This dude said, I don't know who I become off of this, but I do know I'm finna love all of y'all and get blocked by 6 people. There's people out here talk about if I drink this bottle, I take a shot of this, I'm waking up with a 25-year prison sentence. There are people out here talk about I'm going ahead and giving my mama my bail money now. So there's rumor on the street that this comes with a gun. What do you mean? And we're about to allow this to the no. Get it together. We all Jesus wept. That's all I can tell you.
Not Jesus wept.
That's all I can tell you. That's all I got. Needs to be stopped. This is what lobbying gets us. This is what lobbying does.
This is what lobbying led to. Not the bad political policies that have been put in place.
This is what happens.
Not the data centers. Lobbying has led to Don Julio infused Hennessy.
The Don Julio infused Hennessy. This is what happens when checks don't get balanced.
This was never a thing up until 2 years ago.
Stuff like this is the reason why you need to go out and vote. This is it.
It's a bad part. I swear, if I go out in early voting and I find a policy about alcohol and the Hennessy involved in it, I'm going to be mad. I would be so mad.
Gerrymandering is one thing, but this needs to be stopped immediately.
Gerrymander this out of existence. If y'all want to do something right for the kids.
This needs to be gerrymandered out of existence. If y'all getting rid of districts, get rid of whatever district voted this into existence. That's what you need to do. Because
oh my god.
Because the level of down nonsense that's coming off of this.
Oh my goodness. Oh Lord.
This is what the prison complex does. This is it. They put this out.
The prison industrial complex.
They put this on the street because the prison industrial complex needed labor. This is why this is out here. Everybody knew. Everybody knew. They knew exactly what was going on.
No, you remember that dude? You remember the Bing Bong New York summer?
Bing Bong.
He said, "You see these dogs in your front yard, and just know I'm going hard. You heard? He had a bottle of Hennessy. They need this for him. They need this for him."
I'm telling you, this is what the prisons did this. This was an inside job. They said we don't have enough people coming in. We need to get them hit.
You know this is the CIA and the FBI.
I don't know. He's gonna have to do it in Game 6 because they ain't doing it tonight.
I mean, they were down
10 with 10:45 left in the fourth.
That's not much though.
It's not. You can overcome that.
That's 3 threes with a quickness, especially in today's game.
3 threes, you can overcome that with a quickness, but they're gonna need to get on it now.
Yeah.
You need to get up and start pulling away.
Oh my God. Oh, I needed that laugh. But whoo. All right, man. Y'all, we out of here. Take it away, my boy.
Appreciate y'all for coming out watching another week of North Carolina Live. Remember, we're here every Tuesday, 9 p.m. Sometimes 9:15, sometimes 9:30. Just depending on what we got going on. This month has been a little crazy, but we'll get back on track starting next month. Y'all see the NFL draft? I've been away a while. That we have seen the NFL draft. He been gone for a minute.
Okay.
We ain't seen Steve in a good hot minute.
I couldn't tell if that was a joke or if he was like dead serious. And I was about to be like, Steve.
Yeah, no, we ain't seen Steve in a hot minute. He been hiding again. Because he do as soon as we got the chance, we're gonna talk some nonsense about Ohio State.
So we ain't seen him yet. I'm gonna let you believe what you want to believe, Steve.
All I know is this Don Julio thing is what happens when America gets bored. This
Don Julio thing is what happens when you let Notre Dame stay independent.
We should have stayed in COVID because this wouldn't happen.
Hey, if you don't let them outside, they can't do stuff like this.
If you can't let them outside, they can't give nothing outside. Ain't nothing gonna bring them out there.
Oh, man.
We appreciate y'all for coming out. See y'all next week. Y'all stay safe out in these streets.
We out.
Peace.